Do you recognize this lake? That's right! It's the north end of Okanagan Lake, located in Vernon, BC. Did you know that this area of land used to hold some of Vernon's most prosperous mines? Well, in 1896, a man by the name of Albert E. Morden, while on his way back to camp one night, came across this piece of land, which looked like it might hold promising minerals. He called it the Silver Ledge. It is assumed that Albert Morden recognized the milky-colored quartz lines that covered the ledge. Gold is typically found in quartz. It is reported that Albert Morden had a dream that very night. He supposedly dreamt that a friend asked him why he didn't claim the Silver Ledge on Okanagan Lake. Well, the next morning, Albert rose early and quickly headed across the lake to claim this piece of land. Shortly after claiming this piece of land, Mr. Albert Morden began mining immediately, and what he found in those milky quartz lines was indeed promising. Over the next few months, Mr. Morden's mine, which he later called the Morning Glory Mine, became known for producing rock, which, as assumed, contained gold as well as silver and copper. In August of 1896, the Morning Glory Mine began to issue shares to the public for just $1. Also in 1896, Morden established the official Morning Glory Mining Company, which was owned and operated by himself. Due to the profitable rock that was being excavated from the mine, the Morning Glory Mining Company and its associates began mining further up the hill, going towards Vernon. In addition to the Morning Glory Mine, the Evening Star, Jumbo, Daisy, Sarah, and Ruby gold mines were established by the Morning Glory Mining Company. These mines covered approximately 2,200 acres of land. Altogether, there were close to 14 mines that occupied this area. However, not all were owned by the Morning Glory Mining Company. It is believed the mining shafts scattered across the mountainside are all connected somehow. It has been recorded that some of the mining shafts that lay on the ridge of the mountain have shafts as deep as 50 feet. Another is recorded to be 30 feet deep and 12 feet wide.
Every night, how I moan and how I fight those big city blues.
The one that is thought to be 50 feet deep is now partially covered with concrete. However, there is a small hole that is still blowing up hot air, which is a good indication that the hole is significantly deep. This shaft is thought to be connected to the one you just saw, which is nearly 100 feet up the hill.
All I've got is just a lot of sorrow.
Even though the surrounding landscape is stunning, entering the dark, deep mines is far from breathtaking. The life of a miner would be anything but beautiful. Walking into an unlit cave 50 feet under the ground would be quite terrifying. It was a myth for many years that this shaft had old bottles floating on the top of the water that were likely from over 50 years ago. Well, after some careful excavation, the myth was confirmed, as 5 bottles were retrieved. The bottles are all glass. One is an old aspirin bottle, the others are presumed to be some sort of medication, as they have cork tops that would have been punctured by a syringe. It is unknown the year that these bottles came from, but nonetheless still a part of a rich hidden history. There are approximately 8 mining shafts scattered across this area that are still accessible to a certain point, as most of them have filled with water over the years. The remaining shafts have either been filled in or are yet to be discovered. The mines located at the north end of Okanagan Lake played a huge part in the growth of Vernon's economy in the late 1900s. It is unknown the years the mine ran. However, the last newspaper article regarding the mines is dated back to March 23, 1899. If this was near the closure of the mines, they would have ran for 3 years. These hidden treasures are located on private property, which now acts as a cattle ranch. Very few people are aware of the history that surrounds this area of land. Preserving it for our future generations to see and learn about is vitally important to Vernon.